Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today, this right here is the after picture. Stay tuned to what we did to make this 91 Range Rover that much cooler. As you can see, I'm under a car. But no, more importantly, right back there, that is that 91 Range Rover Classic that we picked up, I don't know, a month or two ago. I don't know, whatever it was. But most of you will remember our little journey after we purchased this, and it didn't make the drive across town. I'll put the video down below for that. But as you can't see. You can't see because you can't hear it. But we do have it running correctly now. So now that we got this thing running, one fuel pump later, one throttle position sensor, and a little bit of a tune-up, this thing makes a nice little runabout. Since this one's a pretty rust-free Range Rover Classic, we figured we'd have a little fun with it. And that fun showed up today in the form of some Kumho Road Venture MTs. This thing has Kumho Road Venture ATs, but we want not all of the terrain, just the mud terrain. But no, we went with some 235 85 16s, give us a little 32-inch tire. And that 32-inch tire, as you can see right there, is bigger than that one over there. So to accommodate that, some more fun stuff also showed up today in the form of some Terrafirma lift parts right there. Spring shock, little 2-inch lift. We got several kits over here. Disco 1, Range Rover Classic, Disco 2. We're gonna lift all the Rovers. And in a small box for the Disco 3, or the LR3 over here, we got our little lift rods, 2.5-inch lift. So since those lift rods showed up, we popped them on the little 08 LR3. And look at how much better that is. That's a 32.5-inch tire with a 2.5-inch Proud Rhino lift rod. We're just lifting all the Rovers. So another Rover update. The one we drove back from Florida with that ARB bumper is almost ready to go. Just got to get her cleaned up. This is also another lifted one. This one's on 2.5-inch Johnson rods. Lift them all. We're over here with all these Range Rovers and Land Rovers just compensating all over the place, making them bigger. And with that being said, if you guys want to support us in any way, I mean, it's free. All you got to do is hit the like button down below. Helps us out. Free to you. Free to us too. Free to everyone. But like it down below. You want to see more Range Rover, Land Rover stuff? Subscribe. We'll keep throwing lift kits on everything. So let's get into putting a little lift kit on one of these. I mean, look at that size difference. We got these tall skinnies, little knobby guys. That's gonna be a pretty cool look on this thing. I think the shocks have seen better days. So we're doing this just in time. You want the fitting instructions?
Only after I can't get it in. Need some model hands. They definitely upped their game.
They come in a nice battleship gray now.
Nardo gray.
Nardo gray. So 20 minutes in, Ted's going back together, but he did not have long enough arms to just reach over and grab the front shock out. So that's where I come in here. We're gonna use a little ladder here, we'll just grab it out. Maybe. I might need two hands. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to. There, it's like that. That's all you do. Oh, what the fuck? Well, that was a trick right there. Dropped it. Let me see if it do that again. All right, we're gonna go back up top here to the penthouse. Try not to fall.
The ladder's a little bit closer.
It was closer. I don't know who moved it.
Maybe not.
No, it was on the right side. I had to move it out of the way.
I can move it up.
There. All right, while those guys are over there working on the Range Rover, I'm gonna go ahead and put the rack back on the LR3. Or the ladder back on. We refinished this guy. All right, a little dark outside, but we have that ladder back on in case we ever want to go up top. And that looks good with a little bed liner finish. And this thing has come along nicely. We refinished the front bumper as well. And new winch, upgraded to some new spotlights. Man, those things are bright too. Look at those things. Wow. Look at how bright it is. We'll be able to spot so many deer now. Speaking of deer, Jamie and I have been feeding some back at the old Lost Cause Ranch, and now we got a little bit of a problem. Too much of a congregation, as you can see here. So Ted's got the front guys in and the rear out now. Rear's a little quicker. Guess we need to grab the other ones here. I'm slacking on my job here. I'm the parts retriever, I guess.
Two spring, one Range Rover.
I like it.
One-handed even.
Like nothing. Nope. Don't need me to do anything, I guess.
Good job, Joe.
Pat myself on the back, don't worry. It's got a pretty nice muffler, too. I suppose we might have to remedy that. We'll get our first little sneak peek of those Kumhos on there. And those tall skinnies are so period correct on this thing. Just look at those meaty guys. That's so cool. See, that's the correct way to do that. Lift with your back. That's how that goes. So here we are back at the Lost Cause Ranch after the couple-hour transformation on this thing. I think it turned out great. Swimmingly, even. We did just a Terrafirma medium-duty lift, like I said before, roughly 2 inches. Went to a 235/85/16 Kumho mud terrain tire to give it that period correct, skinny and tall. We didn't want wide mud boggers on this thing. Just wanted to look right. And if you ask me, this thing looks right. And as Ted called it, he said this is the perfect little runabout. We got a 91 Range Rover Classic. Mild lift, a little bit taller tire, just 32-inch tall tire. About perfect just to bounce around. This thing's got over 200,000 miles. It's a little patinaed, we'll call it, on the exterior. The paint isn't the best, but it's got virtually no rust. Runs great. Has a little knock in the exhaust. We'll get that taken care of. But runs great. Looks cool. Little roof rack. Little brush guard. This thing is just cool for short money, as they say. We'll bounce this thing around a little bit. Have some fun with it. And this is what it's all about. Make them the way you want them. And in this case, for, I don't know, $1,500 in lift and tires, you can make it way cool. Way cool. In a few hours' time. Granted, it probably takes someone else all day. It'd take me 2 days. But Ted can get it done pretty quick. Daniel did the tires, so that is good. It is just the right combo, if you ask me. From down here, it looks massive. Massive, I tell you. It is insane what a few hours worth of work and not a ton of money can do to transform this. I mean, as we say over here, this thing is now the bee's knees. This is cool. So what is your guys' opinion? Comment down below what you think of the little transformation and how far we've come with this once, I guess, almost abandoned, but parked for a while, sitting kind of rescue Land Rover that we have here. Maybe that's what we are. We're the Range Rover Land Rover Rescue. The Humane Society. We'll be a no-kill shelter for all the old landies. But anyways, what do you think of this little guy? Let us know down below. Something that's been sitting for years. Throw a couple parts at it. Fuel pump, throttle position sensor, do a tune-up. We put a Petronics on it. And then a little lift, tire. I think we saved this one. If this was your Range Rover, what would you do with it? What kind of trips? Or is there anything you want to see us do with it? Let me know. So if this is the kind of thing you like, doing a little modification to an old Range Rover, Classic as they call it, why don't you subscribe if you made it this far? If you enjoyed this video at all, give us a thumbs up. And as always, guys, we appreciate you watching. It makes it pretty fun for us to see you guys watching. Appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll catch you on the next project. Like I said, Land Rover, body, gone.